Hi guys, good morning. So I'm doing my fertility scope a little early today because I wanted to do it from the kitchen. And I have a little, I'm just getting set up here. I have a little helper with me today. Say hello, hello. And so we'll see how he does. I've got a sling ready if he needs to join me. Good morning guys, hi. So today's fertility scope, let me get this a little higher. Good morning. So today's fertility scope is going to be, I've prepared some fertility diet hacks for you, some stuff to make things easier for you. Maybe I'll pull him into the screen a little more because he's much more interesting than I am. But he's playing in the sink. There, we'll do that. So I've got some fertility diet hacks for you. So some stuff I'm going to go over that's going to make eating a fertility diet easy peasy. I've got some stuff for you PCOS girls, vegetarians, as well as busy people, because I think that's everybody, right? So, for those of you who are new to my fertility scopes, my name is Heather Rodriguez. I'm a natural fertility specialist, and I'm the founder of the Natural Fertility Company. My team and I help couples who are preparing for conception to overcome fertility issues, to prepare for IVF treatments, IUIs, and also just prepare for a healthy pregnancy overall. So I've got 6 fertility diet hacks that I'm going to share with you today. This is my son, Tobias. He's my assistant today. He's kind of being a little maniac. And I'm coming from you from my kitchen. So that's why I'm a little early today, because I wanted to show you these things from my kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hi guys, good morning. How is everybody doing? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my sling on, because I can tell he is done playing in the sink. All right, ready to go. Okay, so the first one's going to be, is paleo a good approach to fertility diet? You know, paleo can be a good start. The only thing is that you want to make sure that you're not just overdoing the meat, because that's the easy part. You got to do the tons of veggies with that. Good morning. So it's not my go-to, but it's not a unhealthy diet. I'm just really into fiber for helping the body to get rid of excess hormones. It's Friday afternoon. Okay, so coconut. This is gonna be our first one. So my first hack is, and we're gonna do this with a baby. Maybe I should come on my other side. But this is a coconut. Coconuts are awesome. I'm able to get them at my grocery store, I think for $3, and I live in the middle of the mountains in Colorado. So most people can get these. You know, we pay about $3, $4 for them. Some people have to pay a lot more, so it might not be like a feasible ongoing thing. But what I'm showing you is not the coconut. Coconuts are awesome. I'm showing you the Cocoa Jack. So this is a little tool, because before you have to use a machete to open a coconut. And I'm from the Virgin Islands, and I grew up with coconuts. I would ask someone to get me a coconut, and they'd shimmy up a tree and grab me a coconut down, and they'd take their machete and they'd start breaking apart and then cut the top off, and I could just drink the juice out. So coconuts have been a major part of my life, and I love them. But up here, I'm not gonna pull out a machete. I'm gonna pull out the Cocoa Jack. So let's show them, boo. Let's show them. Ready? Okay. So you put this top right here on the coconut. You guys can see that. And you take the mallet. Ooh, take it loud, very loud. You just hit it a couple times. I have to do it more on my side. It normally takes it like 3 times, but I'm carrying him. And then you pry it open, and you have a perfectly cut coconut, right? So much easier and safer than doing it with a machete. Isn't that cool? And I mean, who has a machete? Does anyone on here have a machete? So this is the Cocoa Jack. Get it online. I also got the coconut meat scraper from them. And after we drink this water, I go in and I scrape the coconut and I save it, and he eats it like crazy. Go through a coconut a day. Do you want this? Not that? Okay. So he will freak out if I don't give him some of this. Okay, so that's the coconut. Coconuts are rich in essential fatty acids. They're fantastic for helping to produce hormones, immune system, etc. Yeah, so that's cool. And there's not much of a mess except for what he's making trying to drink it. Okay, so the next one's going to be a fertility hack on how to drink your Fertility Greens. So Fertility Greens is a green powder. I'm just grabbing it here. And you can add it to water, you can add it to smoothies, but one of my favorite ways to drink it. Okay, let's put that down, buddy. We'll have some more. We'll have some more just a second. Maybe I should have ended with that one. He's gonna want to drink it the whole time. Okay, so this is the Fertility Greens, our Fertility Greens powder. What I do every single morning is I take a measurement of it, I take my scoop, which is 2 teaspoons. I put it into a mason jar. You'll need a mason jar, you need a lemon, a lid, and your greens. Thanks, boo. All right, so I put that in there. I add 8 ounces of filtered water. And mason jars, you can get, guys, you can get these at grocery stores, Costco, Walmart, everywhere. Hardware, I like to get mine at hardware stores. I think they have the best price because I have so many jars. I use them for everything. So 8 ounces of water, your greens, then you're gonna take half a lemon and you squeeze it in there. And I sometimes actually do it over a little screen to catch the seeds. But you just squeeze it in there. Take your lid, you can get these plastic lids off of Amazon. Shake it and you're ready to go. And you just drink that and it's amazing. The lemon really makes it taste great. So I do that every single morning. That's a really quick and easy way to get your greens in. So we've done coconut, we've done greens, and now I'm going to show you an easy way to make your teas. So I've got 2 ways for you for this. The first is going to be the jar method like I just showed you. So I'll show you that. Thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. This is my little assistant Tobias for those of you who are just joining us. All right, so conception's tea, right? You're doing the fertility cleanse, or you're drinking the teas to support your fertility overall. So you're gonna take your measurement. I'm using my hands because this is how I do it all the time. You're gonna take your couple tablespoons and you just put it in a jar. All right, you take your, and you can make your tea for the whole day. So if you're doing the cleanse, you need at least 2 cups of tea a day. Oh, thank you. So you need at least 2 cups of tea a day. Make the tea for the whole day. You just put it in the fridge and reheat it. And then you fill it up. Right? But that's hot water. And then you're going to put a lid on it. I'm just going to take this lid. You're going to put a lid on it and let it steep there. So that's one easy, very inexpensive way to make the fertility, the teas in the fertility cleanse or any of the teas on our site. Mason jars, super, super inexpensive. The next way is going to be to use a French press. I use my French press. Thank you, boo. You want to put that in there? I use my French press for everything. All my herbs, everything. And also, this is kind of a side note, but this Hamilton Beach electric teapot just plugs right into the wall, and you just clip it and turn it on like that, and it turns off when it boils. It's amazing. So you'll put the herbs in here. I have my morning beverage stuff in here, and I'll show you how that works once the water boils again. And you just pour, you guys know how a French press works, right? Can you use clomid and herbs? We generally don't suggest using herbs and fertility medications at the same time. You can use herbs beforehand to prepare, or you can use herbs in place of clomid. I did a fertility scope, I don't know, about 2 days ago about alternatives to clomid. Oh, we go. Okay, so while that's boiling, I'll just do the demo without it boiling. Okay, we'll wait a second. I'll pour that in once it comes back. So you basically fill it with the hot water, and you put the lid on, and then you let it steep, depending on how long you need, and then when it's ready, you just press it down. And then you pour it, and it's gonna be all filtered, and no herbs are gonna go into your water, anything. These are like, oh. He's like sticking his hands at everything. This is my morning. This is my morning. All right, so here's a French press demo. I'm sure you guys know what a French press looks like and works, but we got rid of our coffee maker. We don't drink coffee, but I was making different tonics and things in it, and I found the French press to be amazing. And it's such a small profile. All right, so I'm just gonna let that steep. Got it? Cool. All right, the next thing's gonna be seeds. So I always make sure to have, this is another fertility diet hack for those of you who are new and just joining. I'm covering fertility diet hacks and ways to make eating for fertility easier and to get some new ideas. And my most exciting one is still to come. I saved it for last. But, so seeds. I always have all of these seeds in my fridge and I throw them in everything. I have flaxseed. This is ground flaxseed. The difference between whole flaxseed and ground flaxseed is what your goal is. So for ground flaxseed, I'm actually going to be able to absorb this, and I'm actually going to get essential fatty acids from it. If I do whole flaxseed, that's basically going to be for the fiber content, and this has tons of fiber too. You're totally gonna get fiber. So that's flaxseed. I always have that in my fridge. I put these in my oatmeal. I put these in smoothies. Chia seeds. These babies are amazing. You can make a lot of stuff out of them. You can put them in your oatmeal. You can make like a tapioca type thing. I put them in smoothies. They help you feel fuller longer, but they also are one of the most absorbable seeds. You don't have to grind them down in order to absorb them like you do flax seeds. And then the last, which I'm almost out of because we eat so much, is going to be hemp seeds. I buy these in bulk. We put like 3 tablespoons in a smoothie. That can be both your protein, your fat, and it'll make your, kind of like your milk for it. I put these in his oatmeal. That's why we're out. We eat so much of that. So I make sure to always have those in my fridge. The last 2 ones, this one is, we're all busy, right? I need to have, besides my smoothies, I need to have a bar that I can quickly grab when I'm on the go. We're not always able to eat perfect. I finally found a low sugar bar that has no soy, high protein. The last seed that I just talked about was called Hemp Seed. Hemp Seed. And I got all of these at the health food store. If you don't have a health food store near you, there's a new, my friend opened a company called Thrive, Thrive. Just do a search for Thrive Health Food Store, and it's an online, it's like Whole Foods, but it's online and everything's discounts. It's fantastic. And you can get a lot of these, you can get a lot of the seeds and nut milks, or, nut butters and things like that there. So this is the protein bar. It's called Raw Rev. And I have been searching for a protein bar that has, one, it has no soy, high protein, low sugar. Yeah, Gennar's a friend of mine. He opened Thrive. It's such a great business. So this has 12 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar, and 12 grams of fiber, which is fantastic. So this is going to be useful for the PCOS ladies because the sugar profile is so low. I'm always looking, when I look at sugar, I look for things that are 5 and below. Whatever I'm eating, except of course fruit, I'm looking for 5 and below. That's kind of just my thing that I look at because I'm hypoglycemic and I'm really sensitive to sugars. I don't know if these are on Thrive. I order these on Amazon by the case. I get these on Amazon by the case. They're called Raw Rev. They're made by a company called, what's their company? They make a raw food bar, and they've been around for a while. It's like the Raw Bar, I think they make. And then they started making these. And this has, oh, you're so patient. This has 12 grams of protein in it. And it's a smaller bar, which I like too because sometimes the big bars are just too much. I don't know. I just need a little snack. So it's a small bar, 5 grams of sugar, and they taste really good. So there you go. Those are called Raw Rev Glow. My favorite is actually, this is dark chocolate cashew mint. This one's good, but I love the caramel salt one with the chocolate. Okay, so my last one. This is something that when we discovered, it was kind of like a no-brainer. Like, why has this not been around until now? Are you eating the greens powder scoop? I was like, why has this not been around? You know, on the fertility diet, we really strive to have you reduce the soy in your life. And a lot of people don't purposely eat soy anyways. But for those of you who are vegetarian or like us, we do eat meat, but we also eat a very high vegetarian diet as well. We eat all kinds of sources of protein. Check this out. This is tofu made from hemp. There is no soy in this. This is 100% hemp tofu. It's called Tempt, T-E-M-P-T, and it's hemp soy-free tofu. I'll show you the label. And I am just so excited about this. It's kind of blurry, huh? I need to clean my camera. I'm so excited about this because this is considered 2 servings, which is about right. That's what we do. There's 15 grams of protein per serving in that. That's a quality source of protein. 30 grams of protein in the whole package, tons of omega-3 and omega-6. The thing about this is you have to cook it right, just like tofu. You have to cook it right. So Tiffany, I know you're starting on a pescatarian, more vegetarian diet. Check this out. If your health food store doesn't have it, just ask them about it and they can order it for you. Well, most tofu is soy. That's why. My husband and I were just talking about it the other day. We're like, why is there not like tofu made out of all kinds of beans? Why isn't there black bean tofu? And why isn't there lentil tofu? So I think that's probably going to start happening more now that people are wanting to have lots of different protein sources. So how to cook it? So the first thing is you want to make sure it's dry and you want to drain it. I'll give you some cooking ideas right now. Got to keep him busy. You want to make sure, because it has some liquid just like tofu, so you want to drain it, and we press it. We generally will press it with paper towels or put like a pan on top of it to get the liquid out. Then I either crumble or we slice it thin, which would be like, not too thin, but I mean pretty, thin, probably like that, or a little bit thicker. And then we saute it in avocado oil with seasonings. For some quick, easy seasoning ideas, like my husband's more of a chef, so he actually uses seasonings. I buy seasoning blends. So for instance, I love this company. It's called, what are they called? Flavor God. And so I just buy these blends, and so what I'll do is I'll cut that up and I'll cover it in this, and then I'll saute it in an avocado oil or olive or grape seed oil, whatever you're using. Like last night we had this in fajitas. So that's one way to do it. We've also had it ground up. We do tacos with it. You can make like a lasagna. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. You can get creative, but you have to use spices. It does not taste good out of the package. It's just like tofu. But once you fix it up, it's fantastic. So that's Tempt, and I'm excited about this stuff. I think it's such a great idea. I've got one more thing I'm gonna grab for you that I totally forgot about, that this is gonna help everybody, but especially our PCOS ladies. So just bear with me for 1 second while I grab it. I'm grabbing it out of my cupboard. All right. So the other thing that I recently discovered in search of just healthy things for him to eat, since, he, like any kid, he really loves like macaroni and cheese type of thing, but I'm not going to give him the box stuff. I got Tempt at my health food store. And you spelled it right. Thank you. T-E-M-P-T. Look at their website, and they're from Living Harvest, livingharvest.com, and they'll be able to help you find who's supplying it. But any health food store is going to be able to get it for you. They can special order it for you. No problem. Okay, so the last one's going to be pastas. I forgot about this. So with him, I don't want him just straight up eating, like wheat pastas all the time. I make him macaroni and cheese. I'll just cook this pasta up and do grated cheese with some of my seasoning, and then that's it. So, but the pasta is an ordinary pasta. This is pasta, and I wish I had the box, but we buy it by the bulk. I got it on Amazon, and you can just search for Lentil Pasta. This pasta is made out of, is only 100% lentils. He's doing so good. 100% lentil beans. That's all this is. So it's really high. One serving can have 14 grams of protein. And when you eat lentils, one serving of lentils has all the folic acid you need for the day, all the folate you need for the day, which is like such an important nutrient for fertility. So search on Amazon for like lentil pasta. And they have all kinds of shapes. I got the tube ones, easy for him to grab. You're eating your eyeballs? Are you eating your eyeballs? I thought this was so cool. So this is, and the carbs are lower or equal to the protein, which when, our PCOS ladies, when you're doing your PCOS diet, you're always looking for equal carb protein ratios. And that's kind of hard to find, especially in something that could be made into pasta. And this doesn't have artificial funky stuff in it either. Where do I buy my lentils? I get everything at the store. We shop at City Market, which is just a second, let me grab his water, which is a national chain. And we shop at a health food store. And we live in a smaller town. Our health food store isn't huge, and they have a lot of really good stuff. I know he looks sleepy, but he has like 2 more hours to go. I think I'm just boring him. Okay, so they have a lentils one, and then I got another one that's made out of peas. It's pea pasta, and it's actually really good. This one's the best though, lentils. It tastes just like pasta. So, all right guys, those are my fertility diet hacks. I wanted to share with you some stuff I recently found that I've been digging, that are just really healthy, but still very accessible, very easy to do. Again, we did the Cocoa Jack. And I'm curious, which one was your favorite tip? What was your favorite tip? So this was the Cocoa Jack. We did the French press, and my drink is now ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and press that. Oh, you're so welcome. There's not a list of these online. I just came into my kitchen this morning and grabbed all my favorite things. What do you want? What do you want? You want this? You want that? The Cocoa Jack and the pasta, cool. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought was most helpful or that you thought was the coolest. What you grabbing? What you gonna grab? The pasta, your favorite was the hemp tofu and the pasta. Ooh, so like a hemp tofu pasta recipe. You can make like a ground with that. Let's just get him out of here. The seeds, Cocoa Jack and pasta. Oh, black bean pasta. I saw that as an option, but I haven't tried that yet. You getting rid of your sling? Cocoa Jack and pasta. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Type in what you typed in before. What's up? What's up? All right, cool. I'm glad you guys found that helpful and I remembered the pasta tip. So I'm gonna get going. He's getting cranks. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.